Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have more Legend League attacks for you with the Fireball Rocket Loon strategy. And if you end up enjoying today's video, make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button. And also comment down below. Thank you very much and enjoy today's video. Alright, so for this base, already we can see a good Fireball value. And I'm trying to, seek for some Flame Flinger value. But I'm just gonna stick with the Log Launcher because I don't find any Flame Flinger value. So my plan is to get a fireball onto that multi-inferno tower. That way we take out that whole compartment plus that clan castle. So that's gonna be some good value. So I'm gonna start with my wardens, put in both of my furnaces to help out. So I don't time fail, and we're gonna be patient and let the warden do his job. So I'm gonna use a lot of invisibility spells to be sure and direct my fireball. And I'm gonna rage my warden up, put in a headhunter. And there we go, you see that compartment is destroyed. It's gone, so there's nothing left. Now I want to start with my heroes, so I'm just taking out that archer. And actually I'm just gonna put in the baby dragon first to funnel a bit so my heroes do not walk on the outside. And that should be enough, so we're gonna put in an ice golem, king and queen, and the long launcher as well, as far back as possible. Now our warden is gonna walk towards that top side, which is amazing. And right here you can see we have created a cut in the middle, so we have divided this base into two pieces. One with our king and queen and one with our warden. So they're gonna take care of this base easily. I gotta be careful using an invisibility spell because that single inferno tower, yeah, that lock onto my warden. I put in the world champion as well to take out that monolith before my heroes get there. I'm gonna keep on adding rocket loons. I still have 2 headhunters left. Put in some cleanup troops. That town hall is gonna go down. My world champion is still alive. My king is unfortunately down, but I still have 3 heroes left. That queen is gonna get wrecked as well. And there's not much of this base left. Nothing's gonna be able to fight back. I'm looking really good on time as well, and this is a huge overkill. So yeah, 3 heroes alive with the Fireball Rocket Loon strategy. Alright, for this base, I'm trying to get my king hooked in, of course, to that hook tower. But firstly, we have to look for some flame flinger value. And again, on this base, there's not much of a flame flinger value, and I would just waste a lot of time, try and set it up. So I'm just gonna stick with the log launcher. And my plan is to get a fireball onto that fire spitter beside that poison tower. So we'll just aura that warden at this bottom side. Put in our healers and then the 2 furnaces to help out. I can already try and funnel so my heroes do not walk on the outside. And again guys, when you're using the strategy, when you're just letting your warden work for some time, try and think of where to put in your other heroes, zoom out and seek for some, maybe like some funneling or whatever it is, so you're sure that your other heroes can go into that compartment you want instead of walking on the outside. So that's why I use the baby dragon to basically funnel a bit so my heroes don't go on the outside. And on this base it's obvious, like, my king is gonna get hooked because it's in range, but on other bases where there's no hook tower, you should, while your warden is working, zoom out and try and look where you're gonna put in your other heroes, so you don't waste time. So right there, I'm first gonna put in an ice golem, and there we go. I'm gonna ice block my warden, use 3 invisibility spells, hit the warden ability, take down that CC. My king is gonna get hooked really soon. We're really close to the what's it called, the hook there anyway, so there we go. I put in both of my ice golems. Actually, I only put in one. And we have opened this compartment up, so my warden is gonna lure over to my other heroes, which is not a big deal. It's all good. So I'm gonna try and, you know, take down that archer tower, so we can already put in our wizards to clean up and funnel. Well, funnel and funnel, we don't have to funnel, but you get the point, you know, we have to clean up because time is ticking. So I'm gonna try and protect my healers. I'm gonna use that rage on that giant, use an invisibility spell, poison that queen. We're gonna use an ice golem first. So I thought when that ice golem got taken down, it would have, you know, frozen that what's it called, that air defense. That's why I put in all my rocket loons, but it unfortunately did not. But it's not a big deal at all. We're still gonna 3-star with our world champion carrying this game. Now we're gonna swag some cleanup troops. Oh god. But yeah, so nowadays nobody's like using, you know, these invis rage tower cores. Alright, so see, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. You know, everybody's using spread out bases and try and reduce probably like fireball value, and I'm not sure, maybe root rider attacks, you know, to try and prevent them. So right here, my plan is to get a fireball onto that ricochet cannon in the middle beside that monolith, so we take down that core. Unfortunately, it's not gonna go as planned, you're gonna see, but I'll explain as much as I can. But I still end up, you know, saving this. I got an epic save, and we get a 3-star on this one as well. You're gonna see I had to basically use like 100% of my brain capacity to be able to carry this game, even though my fireball did not go as planned, and you're gonna see why. So guys, don't be greedy with your spells. Don't do the mistakes I do here. For example, that queen is gonna basically like 2-shot my warden. I should have raged him up, or actually just used an invisibility spell. I was just too greedy. Just look at that warden, like for 1 second, for 1.5 seconds, and there we go, that ability is gone. So that fireball was not good at all. Yes, I got an expo scatter shot, but that was not my plan. But you see, don't be greedy as I was. I was trying to save that invisibility spell, but that queen like 2-shotted my warden, and it forced his ability. So yeah, don't be greedy and use all of your spells correctly. So right there, I opened up that fire spirit compartment so that it can get taken down before it does, you know, take down my healers. I put in my log launcher at the back, and I'm just gonna, you know, go back and forth between my other heroes and my warden. I'm gonna poison that CC. Our warden is looking good at this point. We still have 9 rocket loons left. My king is gonna hopefully get into that town hall compartment. That queen's taking care of those what's it called, those ice golems. I'm gonna reach my warden up, use an invisibility spell as well, and I'm gonna hit the king ability really soon. I'm still waiting. Maybe right now. Onto that clan castle. There we go. Opens everything up. We still have our warden with 2 invisibility spells. I put in my royal champion as well. I put in 2 headhunters to try and take down that defending world champion. My warden might go down right here. He's not gonna go down, but soon he is. So we don't have a lot of this base left. There's only like the 2 defending heroes, but my heroes and the defending heroes, you know, went into a WWE match, or basically a fist fight in the end, instead of taking down the defenses. But so I think I end up 3-starring with like no heroes alive. Yeah, those defending heroes are wrecking my heroes. Damn, that giant. Alright, so my queen was alive plus that giant, and that was a huge epic save. So for this base, we all love these bases, but unfortunately I end up time filing on this bomb because I accidentally froze my warden when I wanted to use an invisibility spell, and it took quite a lot of time. So, but you're gonna see, and I'll try to explain as well. So I'm gonna put in my warden. all the healers, and I'm gonna rage him up as well because I thought that defending world champion was gonna attack my warden. So I'm gonna put into furnaces as well to the left of the warden so they can funnel the left side, and that way my warden can walk towards that top side. And you're gonna see in a second I accidentally froze my or ice blocked my warden. I thought because he wasn't a lot of damage, I wanted to invis him and I accidentally used an ice block. And right here, like even if I used like I think all my visibility spells, I still would not get the fireball to the direction I wanted. So unfortunately that took some time as well. But my plan was to get a fireball onto that multi-inferno tower. That way we get that core plus that clan castle. But yeah, as I said, I accidentally ice blocked my warden. So now with no ice blocks left, I gotta be careful because as soon as my warden locks onto, for example, a trash building, that's a non-defense building, I have to use my invincibilities as fast as possible so I can get the fireball, because if I, turn defense is invisible, my warden's gonna walk towards that core and he's gonna get taken down. So I gotta be careful right there. So fortunately he's gonna, lock onto those witches. And I'm gonna use 2 invisibility spells right here, hit the warden ability, and there we go, we take down that core plus that CC. Now time is taken already 1 minute and 30 seconds. I gotta put in my ice column, the king and queen plus the log launcher. I'm gonna actually put in 2 ice columns so that the monolith stays distracted. I'm gonna put in some miraculous seek for black mines for my warden. My warden is probably gonna go down because once he activates that invis tower beside that town hall, he's gonna walk everywhere and he's gonna get taken down by that queen, that king, I'm sorry. He's gonna get like 2-shotted or even 1-shotted by that king. So I'm trying to funnel the outside so my king can walk in, and unfortunately that ability is gonna be of no use because it got used early. So I put in my world champion. I still have my queen left. I use their ability. I have my Yetis right now. They got deep in the core because of that log launcher, which was honestly amazing. And you have probably seen me using the log launcher like all the time. If I don't get a flame flanker, I use the log launcher, and I actually recommend it, guys. You should too. The log launcher is much better than the siege barracks. You get that damage dealt behind the heroes while it's working. Plus you get your heroes, or I mean your CC, like the Yetis inside the log launcher and the core much better. So yeah, right there I unfortunately time fell. My queen is stuck on a wall. My world champion is gonna go to the opposite side and I get a unfortunate time fail because of a small mistake I did. So that was not good.